always get caught.
We don't have anyone in yet, so
That's
Well,
right.
that's nothing new. is it?
maybe I'll just do a couple of shares out.
I know Lou's sharing it to our page now.
Huh?
Lou's
Ben?
sharing it. I said Lou's sharing it out to our page, so
Thanks.
but I always get caught having a drink just as it comes to like the night.
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it. I've got one here as well.
Guys,
And smoking as well. Terrible, terrible. But right, tonight's subject. Well, tonight's subject is you.
Come on, where are we?
But yeah, I don't know a great deal. As I say, I don't know a great deal about this subject whatsoever. So it's only bits and bats that I've been able to glean off at Tinterweb and one thing and another. So I'm opening for us to write.
Hello, Nigel.
Evening,
will.
Nigel.
I will state for the record that my opinions are mine alone. They do not reflect the hosts of this show or people that are in the audience or anything like that, because I do slate Christianity to a T, and they are my own. They are my views and my views only.
No.
Have to get the legal stuff out of the way.
Behave yourself.
Actually, you'd be surprised how much that's actually covered me in the past now. It's quite a useful tool to say.
Yeah, definitely.
It saves you from a lot of sins.
We've put it on the bottom anyway, there, so nobody there's no comebacks.
I've got more sins than I've got bloody bottles of vodka left.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we all have him. There's a few. Well, there's no skeletons in my closet, but you know, the sat on couch.
We've got us Robert in. Hello, Robert.
Evening, Robert.
Robert likes sins. We know you do, Robert. We know you do.
He likes telling everybody else's sins and all. You know.
Yeah, he does. We've got Eric. Hello, Eric.
Hey, Eric. Nice to see you.
Eric.
Evening, Eric. I would just like to apologise to Dan's missus because apparently I upset her on the last show that Ben. It's me. I tell you, I can't see anything. It's terrible. I've had 3 injections in this eye, and it's just they've not sorted it at all. It's just terrible. It's bad. I had a cataract done, and it's not been right since. So my apologies. I've only got a phone as well. I haven't got a laptop or computer or anything. So it's more writing. I'm just trying to open it up a little bit. There we go.
I only use my phone for stuff. My laptop's busy, sat in the back room.
I ain't got one. I just ain't got one. That the phone's all I use. So, but yes, as I was saying, I would just like to apologise to Ben's missus. Apparently, I upset her on the last show that we did. Never any intention. I wouldn't have done that for the world. So sorry about that.
Yeah, that's all right. Oh.
Robert says, I am holier than thou. Thee you are anyone when I sleep.
Yeah, well, the only time anyone's holy is when they sleep.
Eric says, yeah, Bri, you need a GoFundMe.
I do, yes. I do. Yeah. Feel sorry for me.
No, I'm going to get him one for Christmas.
You look, I can't even shave.
It's been a rough day, though, hasn't it, today? Come on.
Oh, it is, yeah. Yeah, as I say, I don't know. In fact, no, I'm going to leave that. I'm going to leave that one.
We'll crack on, man. We'll crack on.
About that one, the better. It's just not been very good.
Yeah, it's all right. We'll crack on, man.
Yeah. Right, tonight's show is perceptions of demons through history, basically. Looking through cultures, define them as evil or morally neutral or even benevolent at some points.
Yeah, you see, I've got it down here that some of them derive from fallen angels. So, and apparently I'm wrong. So I've got a few names as well: Azazel, Samael, which derives from Satan, Azza, Baal, Balaam. These are all names that you are probably a lot more aware of, Ben, than I am. So can you enlighten us?
But first, you have to step. The first thing you can do with demonology is, and this is what you get taught straight away when you. I basically went. I'll start at the beginning. It'll be a bit easier, shall we?
Mhm.
I went to study religious studies when I was 14. Luckily, the right people in the right place, as the usual story goes. I got the chance to study more in depth than most people because I had a brilliant teacher. He happened to be the Archbishop of the Russian Orthodox Church in the UK. So he managed to open the door for me. I managed to get to go and learn all around the world. So got to go and learn. Oh, I got to go and study in Egypt, places like Romania, France. In where we got Egypt, Romania, France, Rome as well. But the main thing is, when you come to demonology, everyone thinks it's Christian based, and it's not.
No.
A lot of it predates Christianity by freaking miles and miles and miles. So, like I say, every name you just mentioned there, apart from Satan, are all ancient gods that you can link up. Christianity basically demonized to cause everyone to come away from them faiths and join Christianity. That kind of helps with a bit more of an opener.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, it was the Abrahamic religions.
It was Zoroastrian before it became the Abrahamic religions. Now,
Yeah.
Abrahamic religions are Christianity, Judaism, and Islam.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
But it was Zoroastrian in Persia.
That's where the word was changed, isn't it? Yeah.
Does these what's the word? Demons, devils. Do they have denominations? Are they known for a particular thing? You know, like we get what's the word? Ganu. We know that's the elephant god type of thing, and they've got certain denominations, what they are known for. Do these people have, or entities have, a denomination?
Oh, shut up, Eric. Sorry.
Yeah, Eric.
Eric, there's always one of my lot that has to drop the professor bit.
Yeah.
Sorry.
They don't matter.
Yeah, basically the weird thing is that when you look at the ancient religions, all the old gods are known. We have mass pantheons. So like we have the Greek pantheon and the Egyptian pantheon being the most sort of well known. It had gods for every individual thing. So when that transferred to Christianity, every single demon was a demon for something, like bad weather. There's a demon for bad breath. There's a demon for tonsillitis. There's a demon for stomach bug. There's a demon for demons. There's just everything out there because Christianity basically had it all laid out and they just flipped it over. That's
exactly what you see. You understand me. I sometimes babble a bit, and I'm probably not clear to a lot of people. But you got that. You knew what I was trying to say, so that's good.
It's like even if you take the word Satan, which the Bible always goes on about Satan this, Satan that. Satan isn't actually a name; it is a title. It's basically like a job title.
Yeah.
Because in Hebrew it means thy enemy or thy opponent, something like that. They never actually mention They never actually mention Satan whatsoever in the Bible. Like how he actually is. They just use the job title.
Yeah, it came up as adversary.
Yeah.
Adversary, yeah.
Yeah.
So it's I didn't get a chance to look at a lot, as I say, but what fascinated me was this fallen angels bit. I didn't understand it too much. Apparently, there's 200 of them, but there's 13 that stand out, probably with denominations or titles for their deeds, what they did. Don't know if that makes sense.
There is the thing is, the 13 were used for something like, you basically have the hierarchy of the 9, which is the 9 kings of,
Right.
should we call it, we'll call it hell for the time being. So you've got people like Baal, there's Azam, there's a few others. I've not actually got my books around me, which I probably should have, but because my brain tries to remember everything in one go. They are what's classed as the hierarchy that existed before the fallen angel. The fallen angels are a separate entity. The fallen angels are described as the ones that left with Lucifer and Satan. But again, when you look into it properly, Satan was just a job title. There's actually another name for Satan. There is actually a demonic name for him, for who they go on about. They fell at what was known as like a junction point. But if you track that in history and locate that across that with other cultures, it's basically the same time frame as when the Greeks went against their gods. So sort of, I hate using the word, but anyone seen the film Clash of the Titans?
Yeah.
It was that sort of same era that these fallen fell. They are known as the fallen angels, but in a lot of other cultures they're known as the breakaways. And these are the breakaways. These are the ancient gods that are still knocking about. They got demonized.
Yeah.
But you have to remember there's 4,800 different religions in the world at the moment.
Yeah, and everyone's going to say everything is totally different, aren't they?
Yeah.
And I didn't even
You're
know
not going to get a specific
But
thing now.
I do always say this, and I've said this because this is what my lecturer told me at Oxford, is you take every single religion in the world, they've all got pantheon. So they've all got multiple gods for this, that, the other. They're all related. Apart from the Abrahamic ones.
Yeah.
So it kind of makes you question what the crack is.
Hmm.
You know what the crack is.
But I'll go on that as a different show.
Yeah.
If anyone ever asks about that, because that one I can't quite get into because Facebook will ban me from that because they've done it before.
Yeah, crazy, isn't it? But there's a lot of people, including myself, that I'm a total layman, like I've said, when it comes to things like this. So I wasn't aware. This is me, total novice, like I've said. I wasn't aware there was a difference. I thought they were just different names for the same person, Satan and Lucifer.
No, two different people.
Right. So you see,
sorry.
I had no clue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things that are missed. We all of us, everyone in the Western Hemisphere, doesn't matter where you're from or what you are now, we all got brought up on Christianity.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. So, well, I don't know. Well, yeah, I were in Boys Brigade, if that counts.
Yeah. Even at school, when you're at school, it's the first thing that gets shoved down your throat is Christianity.
It was. They don't teach it anymore, do they? Like, this is another thing that's gone.
They open it up a bit more, but it is the first thing you get taught in school is religion straight away.
When we were there, but I don't think it's actually a subject anymore. I think we stopped it after I left.
Yeah, they don't actually do RE anymore.
They do.
In some places, probably.
That's like I say, that's how I started. And my stepdaughter is at school at 14, and it's religious studies now a core subject.
Oh right. Yeah.
It's all changed a bit now. They were shutting it down towards the age of when I came out of school. And then they've fired it back up again now. So it's like
see, that was the subject that I missed and went for a fag.
That's the subject where I got kicked out of the lesson every single time, believe it or not.
Yeah. Let's do some comments. We've got Vivian said, "See you back, Ben."
Yeah, I am back, guys. Slowly, but I'm getting back.
William, we in the esoteric don't call them demons. It's just not the correct title.
Yep. Esoteric teachings, they're not referred to as demons at all. Depending on where you're coming from in esoteric, a I'm going to show my age here a bit. I classify them as undug, which is the Sumerian title for them because they're neither bad nor good spirits.
Yeah.
And I also class high ranking and named as by their names, but by their religious, like God names in a sense. They're all cultures. I identify as an alien.
Eric identifies as an alien.
Yep.
I've got Viv. Ben, you can come on my show and talk about cracks.
Cracks. Okay.
Oh, she's putting me on there as well. Rita, Eric Remball went off twice. Oh, yeah. Did you read that about his Remball today?
Yes, I did. And I've been watching him testing his latest one. He's got a special feature. He's got sniffles. It's coming down with a cold.
Yeah.
Oh, dear, Eric.
Eric said something's got to be touched with his REM pod. And Viv says, how is Lou, Ben?
She's all right, bless her. She's currently sat here with a bottle of, well, a glass of mead after having a nice relaxing bath. So she's in the comments.
Good.
Yeah.
I've got a ruby.
Definitely.
As I said, I can't have that stuff. I'd love to be able to drink it, but I just can't. It's just far too sweet for me.
Mm-hmm.
But it is what it is.
On my way, just to let you know that I got a lot of comments about the demon that Lou made, all good. It got stolen dozens of times.
Trying to remember what that was.
Well,
Oh, your Baphomet, yeah. Yeah, Lou made miniature little Baphomet. Everyone gets obsessed with him. I've got one round here. You not got any? Oh, no. Yes. Yeah. Constantly with the nicking of the little Baphomets.
Yeah, I think so throughout the ages. I mean, they've been looked at in totally different ways, haven't they? At one point, totally helpful. It was even Plato. Plato said that Socrates had got divine intervention from demons in his work.
The thing is, like, even in the Bible, when you look at, you go back to like the building of the ark, the ancient texts speak of Noah's son summoning a demon to help him with the mathematics of building the ark.
Yeah.
So work that one out.
Yeah, because they were supposed to. Yeah, you asked the gods for help, and they sent you somebody to help you out, which just happened to be.
Yeah, this is a problem I've got with making sense on it, because all these different religions, they've all got the devils and demons and whatever, and it's to what denomination do they fit? Because through television and film and one thing and another, they all get jumbled up. So we're taught a lot of, well, not taught, but we see things and we learn things that are probably just total wrong.
Yeah.
And this is why we need experts like you, Ben, to tell us different.
I'm no expert. I'm still learning.
Yeah, but you are outside of us.
Anyone that claims to be an expert in the paranormal field, I've always said, and this is literally my own view, so no one else can jump on and say otherwise. But if you call yourself an expert in the paranormal, you are not, because no one is an expert in the paranormal until you die.
Yeah. And if you could come back and prove it to somebody, yeah.
The same with another subject that I sort of research in my spare time, which is quantum mechanics. And there is a very famous professor that says if you turn around and claim that you understand quantum mechanics, you don't understand quantum mechanics.
No, meanings.
I don't, and I wouldn't try.
We're just working on frequencies, and that's a nightmare, because obviously there's that many. And it's what works with what.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, what gets me is there's a lot of people that do believe in demons. You know, even today they do.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of cultures that actually believe in demons, but I don't. To be honest with you, I'm not one of them.
I don't believe in demons.
I can't because I mean, to me, you've got people going out to a house and it's a demon. Why would a demon turn up at number 99 Tree Street? What for? What
I've
reason?
got better than that. I've got a better one than that for you. There's a very, I'd say, famous, not very famous, but there's a famous paranormal investigator who claims that he spoke to Ball. So I'm on about the top of the high-ranking demonic system, the top, sort of the top bollocks for it. Apparently, he spoke to him in Wales in an abandoned warehouse, in an abandoned hotel.
Right.
So one of the biggest ancient gods of the Middle East was in an abandoned hotel in Wales having a conversation with him. I'm just going to leave that one there.
Yeah. No.
I
mean, because supposedly, I mean, you're supposed to need all these incantations and proper ones, not ones that are written on the Google and stuff like that. You know, you're not going to get anything from there.
These are the books that you will not find on Google.
Yeah, the proper books.
Yeah. This one is a 17th century manuscript. And that one's from that one in particular is from Spanish city Salamance. Is it Salaman? You're better at it. It's right, my reading can be terrible sometimes. It's Salamance, isn't it? Bottom. Historical city of Salamance.
Salamanca.
Oh, Salamanca. Sorry. I was close. These are the old ones. You don't get them on Google.
No, you've got to go to proper places to get them, and they're very costly as well.
Well, there's only been 200 of them done again, haven't there? I think it was at the time when I brought it. You can't remember, can you? If I remember correctly, there's only 200 of them that are in print. I've got a few other books that are just one-offs that have been printed.
Are they translated or are they in ancient?
No, luckily they're translated into English. Someone's done the translation.
Just asking.
No, my days of sitting there and translating Latin and translating Sumerian, well, not Sumerian itself, more Babylonian, ancient Egyptian, stuff like that. They're long behind me. Luckily, luckily now we have technology that does it for us.
Yeah.
The only one
it didn't exist, did it?
Yeah, the only thing I can't translate is hieroglyphs, because there's remember correct, there's 245,000 different variations of hieroglyphs.
Yeah, they believe in Egyptian as well. There's not even anything for demon, is there?
No, because it's not considered.
No, because they were either guardians or was it wanderers?
Yeah. Ironically, in the Middle East, there is no demons.
No.
It's jinn.
That's right.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
And they are absolutely petrified of jinn.
Yeah. We touched on that when we were talking Ghost, weren't it? We did. First ghost story, and that came from that era.
I think that needs a whole subject by itself, isn't it?
Yeah. The first historical documentation of a demon or ghost, in a sense, is Sumerian, and it is on one of the clay tablets. About it's a prayer to protect the house from undugs. So undugs were Sumerian spirits They were neither good nor bad, but it depended on the person conjuring them.
Exactly.
The same with dogs.
Yeah, I was going to say that. I mean, if you can do it, then really, could you? You really couldn't blame the demon, could you? Because it's what you give out. It's like witchcraft, isn't it? It's intention.
Yeah, they're basically spirits. The problem, I always say this on our talks and stuff. The problem is, in England, we've forgotten a lot. Everywhere else in the world remembers quite well. America are on the same path as well. They've completely forgotten. But there's more to the paranormal field than ghosts, angels, and demons. We as a country have completely and utterly forgot that. Same as America. You just have to look at Iceland for that, where they diverted a motorway at the expense of $4.6 million because it was going over land that they considered that gnomes were living there, but they diverted the whole motorway.
Yeah. Yeah, we touched on things like that when we did that story of the Fae. There's so many different levels, but if you put, in layman terms again, if you put heaven as the upper crust, Satan as the lower crust, we're in the middle, but there's so many different layers that go above and below, and they're in the same category, some of them. I mean, even aliens are in there when you look at the levels.
Yeah.
So, but he's trying to make sense of them all and put them into context. And as you say, I think we've forgotten.
There's one of the main confusing things that exists in Christianity, and I get this with everyone, is there is an angel called Aziel.
That's right, yeah.
Aziel is the angel of death. In the same book, so that's in the Old Testament. In the New Testament, Aziel is a demon.
Totally.
Yeah.
There's also 3 different types of God in the Bible as well. And that confuses the hell out of people. Because you've got
that's what it's all about, isn't it?
Yeah, you have hell in the Old Testament. You have Jehovah, not Jehovah, you have Yahweh as we're crossing over, and then you have Jehovah as God and the rest of it.
Yeah.
Makes you wonder.
I mean, you've only got to look at the Bible and the demons that it mentions in there.
Yeah.
It's fair and to make you basically do what they wanted you to do.
Yeah.
When you got Lucifer, who was a demon of pride.
But if you look at the statue of him first, he's not actually portrayed as a demon at all in any way, shape, or form.
No. So you've got Beelzebub was envy.
Yeah.
You got Satan was wrath.
Yep.
You got Abaddon, who was sloth. Mammon, greed. Belphazar, gluttony. And Asmodeus, as lust.
Yeah. Now, Asmodeus is always an interesting demon to go on about because he expands across cultures across the world.
Yeah.
He's mentioned in all different ways. One of the little known ones, unless you've been out there studying, is the fact that Asmodeus and the angelic archangel Raphael fought over Luxor Temple in Egypt, and the carving of the story is actually on one of the main walls in the temple. Yeah, the Amun-Ra temple.
Yeah.
See, all these names that both of you two have just been mentioning, the only place I have actually heard them, some of them, is on a TV series called Charmed. That's my knowledge.
Charmed,
yeah.
Charmed, TV show Lucifer, Supernatural.
Yeah. So it's
Belphazar. He was the right one in that, wasn't he?
Yeah. He's that one of his sisters is becomes her husband, doesn't he?
Yeah. Right, do some comments.
Yeah, let's get some comments.
Right, we've got Viv. Whenever I am in the Middle East, I'm always on my guard, not from people living, but from the others out there.
Yeah.
We've got William. a lot ghostly people call them demons because it tends to bring in the cash and people excited by the word. Basically,
Demons everywhere. It sells.
it sells. Robert,
I'm
Robert's
still
still
waiting
waiting to meet Elvis.
for
Jason, hello.
Jason?
We've got Robert again. We're all gods. We're on top of the food chain.
Yeah, we are all gods in ourselves, but top of the food chain, no.
We've got Viv. Gin run fast too. A man had been seen running over the sand dunes. He was laughed at. But then we realised that no human could run that fast over sand. Everyone cleared off at the buggies as quick as possible. No one hung around for him to catch. What bloody scary.
Anyone that has ever seen a gin never, ever forgets it. It is burned into your memory for eternity. I saw one when I was out there myself. You know, me and Viv spoke about it before. The horror that sets into you, I was out with 2 armed guards, fully equipped with kit, and they were outrunning me. No one hangs around in the Middle East when you see gin.
Viv says,
No,
do you think it's propaganda created to control people, even going back to the ancients?
Demons, yeah. Prime example of that is with Christianity, which is the early days with Rome. There is there's an actual document that states this, that they said that the Roman Empire stated that if you didn't pay your taxes, God was going to send you to hell.
Yeah.
If that's not propaganda, I don't know what is. Also, prime example of propaganda, the more modern days, is the original Bible. The original collection of Bibles, because there isn't actually an original Bible whatsoever. The original collection of Bibles consists of 188 books. Nowadays, it is 55 books. When the slave trade was at its highest, and they were trying to convert all slaves from Africa away from their hoodoo tribal beliefs, they gave them the Bible that consisted of 5 books. Sorry, guys.
Little doggy. Eric, don't worry, Bri. That's my know it's true from Supernatural and Charmed.
I've only just started getting around. Like, Luce made me watch the whole of Supernatural, and I'm sat there kind of going, "You gits, I know where you've had that from. You've had that from. I know where that."
Oh, I love that.
I
loved it.
Yeah, exactly.
That's where he gets his knowledge from.
Yeah. It's like if you want to know what's coming, watch Bart. Because a lot of their storylines is unreal. They've got them spot on, haven't they?
William said it's on TV. It's got to be true.
Yeah.
It's not a lot on it, isn't it? It's rubbish, isn't it? But and unfortunately, as I said, this is where people get it all jumbled up and wrong, because, like Ben says, there's that many different religions and that many different names. Now, maybe through some of the religions, there is one particular god or demon that shares the same denomination, but how often is that? You know, because I've learned that 2 or 3 of the names that I thought were different with the same people are totally different.
Yeah.
There's a lot of the ancient cultures where certain gods are mentioned in different cultures,
yeah,
or under different names, yet the descriptions are exactly the same.
Yeah.
Like I always catch people out. Here's one for you. When it comes to the Egyptians, who was the first Egyptian, shall we say, god to appear? Because everyone gets it wrong. Even I got it wrong when I went out there.
Well,
I
I
don't
said
know.
there are, but I'm probably wrong.
Well, the only one I know that stands out to me is Anubis.
The first god to ever be praised to in Egypt, just before the first dynasty and after, was Anubis. Now, Anubis isn't actually a god in the Egyptian world.
Right.
He is the keeper of, sort of the keeper of the dead, the passing over. Anubis is
Yeah.
the one that helps you cross over.
Yeah, the gatekeeper. That's what he was known as, is it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
But dogs are known.
I knew something. I knew something.
Dogs are known quite well in a lot of cultures as being the ones that help you pass over into the other side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And cats are known as the ones that protect you from the other side.
Yeah, and that carries on as well, even through witchcraft and everything else. They seem to be the we touched what, but that was a subject that we did other week, weren't it? Familiars.
Yeah.
Cats seem to be the main familiar.
Yeah,
So,
a lot of that information though with familiars comes from James's demonology book.
Oh yeah.
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 Yeah, and it's crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, before
Yeah,
that, there wasn't really mention of familiars.
That's what we're pertaining to.
Yeah, he was just on a crazy whim.
Oh, definitely. Robert says we have been brainwashed at birth. Religion will kill us all.
Well, I've always said that religion is the instigator of all wars. There's more wars being fought over religion, and it's wrong. I don't agree with it anyway. So there you go.
Vince says Morrison did an excellent job on the theme tune of Charm.
Yeah.
And William, I kind of like Ghostbusters.
I did an event. I did a bit of a clearing at a property in Derby many years ago, and I managed to sort it out. And every time I walked through the door to come in for my drink, they always used to play Ghostbusters. Every single time. And this went on for about 3-4 years. Every Friday I walked down.
Our other co-host on Freaky Fridays is big Ghostbuster fan. He's just got himself a what they call it. Is it a proton pack?
Oh yeah.
While Bill says I've been Eric William Salve, I meant my knowledge, not that was true. Robert, it's like football team. Who do you support or what colour shirt do you like?
Yeah.
Yeah. Viv says, my youngest son at nursery was asked his mother's name and then his father's name. He answered that his father's name is Satan and he lives in hellfire. I was quickly summoned to school. Yeah.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah,
Jackals in Egypt.
Jackals.
Yeah.
There's also those other dogs as well, Exons, something or other, isn't there?
The Exons, yeah.
Oh, they're magnificent.
They're not very well known though, they're not.
No. Have you seen them, Brian?
Yeah.
No, you see, this is like I said,
it's amazing. If you could have one, you would get.
Yeah. This is just not my subject. This is why I was happy for Ben to be on, because it's his forte, it's his baby. So I'm well,
it's like you said. I mean, you read so much. I mean, you can go to Google and you can go to some books and look for them, but you're not going to find anything out because it's all jumbled, mixed up.
To be fair, if you go on to Google and look for the 72 demonics of Solomon,
yeah, that's right.
It actually gives you the proper breakdown of what they are about, and it actually tells you which demon will help you with certain knowledge. So it's not Google actually got that part right.
Good.
Robert says you're a plant man. Right.
Yeah.
So,
I know what some people will be saying to that one as well. There's a proper.
yeah.
Jackals
There's
are
a couple of a pet jackal, but they are tricky.
Yeah.
Bar stewards. Bar stewards.
What are they a particular breed or something?
No, it's jackals in general. They're a pain in the. They're known in Native America. The jackal is a symbol of the trickster god,
Yeah.
and that's what jackals are terrible for.
Right. I thought we were pertaining to a particular, well, for lack of a better explanation, a type of cryptid that that takes
No.
form.
No, no.
So the old ancient religions, their gods are always pictured as animals because it was an easier link. The
Yeah.
ancient world. The
Yeah,
problem with a lot of modern
mass,
religions.
cat.
Problem with a lot of modern religions, by modern, I'm going from Abrahamic as well. They've kind of forgot their place in the world. Now, I'm not on about going hippiness and all this lot, but take the Native Americans for example. They believed that if they hunted a bison, they were still going to kill it. They'd use the skin. They'd use everything about it. Then they'd pray to that bison for thanks.
Yes.
And this is what a lot of religions now forgot. There has to be a balance, and that's one of the biggest problems.
Yeah, I think that's true of a lot of things in Western world. We've been in such a hurry to get the main ingredient. Perfect example is like aspirin. We broke it down into a chemical, whereas North American Indians use the whole of the willow bark, which has got soothing agents in it.
Yeah.
So it's a lot better for you. It's got aspirin, salicylic acid and everything. So it does the job. It's just as effective, but you don't get upset stomach from it because it's got soothers in it. We tend to go for the main ingredients because it's, that's what we're after.
Now, this prime example, this is going to cause a lot of controversy when I say this, but history's out there. If anyone wants to go check it up, you can actually find the history. So, for everyone else, when Christianity first started, it actually brought on a different religion from an area. Now, at the time of Christ appearing, all this lot, there was a lot of Buddhist missionaries in the Middle East. Now, historically, there's loads of evidence to show that there is Buddhists in the Middle East because it comes from the Silk Road. Now, the birth of this is where we used to talk about this at uni, the fact that Jesus was, if you look at how he was actually teaching, he's actually a Buddhist. Mm. And that's an ancient religion there, Buddhism, saying that they are more in harmony with everything else. There's no real mention in Buddhism of demons or anything like that. Like I say, demons are more of a modern concept.
Yeah.
Just bringing it back onto that sort of subject. It is one of the things. The ancient world, they believe in good and they believe in bad. But the scale of how Christianity took demonology to a mass expansion. This is what winds me up about demonologists. I know I'm technically one, but they just assume that everything's got to be demon, and it's not.
No, it's not.
No.
The absolute buggers for it on TV.
Right, this says a bit like Coyote Bry Dorber.
Yeah, a bit like Coyote. Just a little. If I remember, I think jackals are a little bit bigger or smaller. Hi, Kate.
Yeah,
Wild Bill. Native American wastes nothing and has respect for life of the animal. Yeah.
Yeah, some religions do more than others, don't they? It's one of them things. Some religions is what's the word? More certain ones. At rest,
delusional.
You
can
forget.
Wild Bill blame the Catholics.
No, what I was saying, what I was thinking, Ben. I'm sure there is a particular god or someone that's got a denomination. is it Jaekl? Jaekl. I thought they were that were all. That's what I thought you were pertaining to, rather than the actual animal.
Oh no! We're on about the actual animal. Because I'd say the ancient world they believed more with what they could see.
Yeah.
But yeah, again, demons are better for TV nowadays.
Well, of course.
Even I have to admit, unfortunately, like it was nice. I've been on a TV show, but they turned around to me and said, "What do you want to be known as?" And I said, "Look, I do cultology." I said, "And I do demonology history." So the study of how demonologies came from the ancient world, the study of their ancient religions and how they all formed. So they went on TV and went, "Oh yeah, we'll just put demonologist." And now I'm known as a demonologist. It's like, no, because I'm the only one in the field of demonologists that turns around and says demons don't exist. And the amount of crap I get for it is unreal.
Catherine, not so much pray to the Bison, more gave thanks to it for everything it gave to them. They did send its soul to the afterlife, which has much respect as they could muster.
Yeah. I basically put things into easy terms because my brain will just go off on a tangent, and that is it. If anyone's ever, Annette, I think you were there for the show when I did quantum mechanics, and I just went off, and that was it.
Yeah. I've seen it on a few things that have popped up about the demon. You know, when they do demons, they'll be throwing your finger in there.
What do you think of ghost hunters call themselves demonologists?
That's
Yeah.
one thing.
I'm not even going to start on their £20 gift set demonology diploma they get. I really wish, honestly, I can't stress this so much, and I say this all the time. I really wish that that's how much getting your actual information and studying cost. I really wish it was 20 quid because mine was £63,000.
It's a lot of money. It's a lot.
And that was travel costs, everything. That was everything used to settle. And then on top of that, there was more money. So I really wish it was 20 quid to get my little diploma.
Yes, very good. Well, Bill, Ben's mind is a vault of information, and you've got his respect.
Oh, thank you, Bill.
William Safford says, shush. Eric, oh God, don't get Ben going.
All the people that have sat and watched the show.
Be fun, you know. Well, but I put Ben as an historian.
Yeah, a religious historian. I quite happily take that. Well, yeah, demonology. Yeah, I lean into demonology. I can tell you all about the demons and stuff like that, but only from a historical view. I'm not saying you walk in a house, start throwing holy water and scream the demon to get out, because that doesn't work.
No. But Bill said, demons are far few between, contrary to what ZB says. Yeah. Definitely.
Good old Blackie Jack.
That they always seem to assume you believe in what you talk about.
Yeah. It's probably there. We get it when we do the courses. When I do my lectures and stuff, we always say to people, "Do you believe in demons?" And the amount of people that put their hand up, I go, "Raise your hand if you don't." And me and my wife put hands up, and you just see everyone looking completely confused, like the room just switches off. And then you spend the next 2 hours explaining to them, go through the historical things, and then by the end of it, you go, "Does anyone believe in demons?" And not one person puts their hand up.
No.
Yeah.
Robert says we all came out from Africa, met a Catholic, and we all went.
Yeah. There's the brilliant quote, and I try to remember the name of the bloke that said it, but unfortunately I can't because he's an old tribal member. And it's when the West discovered paradises, was moving across the seas into like America and stuff like that. We discovered some of the islands, and it's a chieftain saying, he basically says something along the lines of, "We were living in paradise. The men fished all day. The women cooked all day and walked around naked. Christianity came along, the Westerners came along, and all the women had to wear clothes, the men weren't allowed to fish anymore, and everyone had to cook. You guys ruined something along them lines. I'll never forget the basis of what he was saying.
Vivian says she loves it when he has a rant and justified.
Everyone
Nicola
loves my
says,
man.
You're brilliant, Ben.
Thank you.
Catherine says, sorry, mate, demons are very real, very, very real. And I've personally met several in my time as a paranormal investigator.
Yeah, like I say, each their own beliefs. Each their own beliefs. There is a lot of unexplained things out there, but there is a lot more than just demons in the ancient world.
Yeah. I believe that, personally, again, it's only my belief, that to answer that one, that Catherine says, that there's a lot of what they call entities and mimics out there. And what you may think is a demon probably isn't. It's a mimic.
Yeah.
Because
Mimic.
they play to what you want to believe, to what you want to see a lot of times.
You believe your belief and your opinion in it, and everyone's
I wrote a paper on mimics many years, and it got accepted, which I was quite happy about. That mimics are, going by the theory that mimics would be like the paranormal version of a parrot. The more information you give it, the more you feed it, the more it's going to know.
Yeah.
But the base example, one of the best ones for is the demon Zozo.
Yeah.
We get all these cultural references. Oh yeah, it's an ancient Mayan god and all this sort of stuff. It's not, because for starters, the name's spelled completely wrong.
Yeah.
So that one completely throws out the window straight away. And two, are you telling me an ancient Mayan god from what, a good 1,000 years ago is coming over to, say, the UK to talk to you for a Ouija board?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I think that's a bit of a paper chase and a bit of a mass hysteria type thing.
Yeah, we had it. If anyone remembers the Charlie demon.
Yeah.
You can make Ouija boards out of paper and you use a pencil, and you call Charlie to come and do the demon stuff with that. I'd love to know a demon called Charlie. That would be brilliant.
Yeah, I better get some of these comments in. William, we are still going to shit without Catholics.
Yeah, there is that.
Yeah, there's that. I like how most take a bad evil energy as a demon when all along it was just a bad person's energy. Yeah. That's what I believe. Yeah. Keller, 4:50 a.m. here in Aussie land, and I hope you're all happy. Hello, Keller.
Bless you.
Yes.
Kelly says human. Yeah.
I'd say 99% of what are classified as demon cases are mainly human spirits pretending to be demons and the devil and all that lot, because it raises the energy level in the field. And we all know, everyone knows now basics, that paranormal is based on a lot of energy frequencies. If they can raise your energy by freaking you out, they get more energy.
Yeah.
And if you're struggling to pick flat,
out. I mean, if you call it a demon, then it will act like a demon, and it's going to get more feared out of you. Feeds off better.
Yeah.
Viv says, "I've loved this show, but off to start packing. Come back soon. Shadows and Light. See you all soon."
Yeah, I'll be back soon. I am back in the field now, guys. So I'm happy to do whatever needs to be done, kind of thing.
Well, Bill,
we need to expand on it. Certain areas weren't touched. Go on.
Here's what I ponder. If one does not believe in God, they go to hell. What about the Native American? They didn't even know the concept of Christian God till Europeans came over. Do we go to hell?
Here's one for you. The description of hell didn't actually exist until the painting Dante's Inferno came along.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
So if it wouldn't have been for the painting Dante's Inferno, we wouldn't know about the seven inner circles of hell and all the fire and brimstone and all the demons are. So that's one for you to work out. As well with historical evidence.
Humanity's cancer. Well, we're certainly not nice, are we?
No.
No.
Catherine, it's not so much belief as it is meeting a creature that applies to all 5 senses with smell of sulphur and rotting flesh as a way to make its presence known. With as such respect as possible, you're not correct, mate. I am sorry.
Sulphur smell is electrical discharge. Because, like I say, when it comes to paranormal, if anyone, I always say this on our lectures, if anyone's ever fried a toaster, you get the same smell.
Robert wants to know if cats are smoker.
Are you a smoker, cat? No, to be fair, everyone is entitled to their own belief.
Yeah.
We live in a world where everyone can speak freely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I will say this because I am going to say this. I am a prick. Always have been. Everyone is entitled to their own beliefs.
Yeah.
And that's how it should be. There should never be any aggression or, I think I'm using the word right, animosity. Even animosity towards anyone, because that's where the problems start. When we all start getting arty towards each other, things forget. The actual basis of the problems get forgotten.
Yeah,
All about
I've always said that. And I might not be liked for this either, but it's only an observation and it's my belief, as you said, Ben. I've seen a lot of biased people in the church. It's like if you don't subscribe to the way we think, then you must be no good. And it's total rubbish. But my belief.
I can give a full evidence show of that. Everyone knows the Salvation Army.
Yeah.
Good Christian charity, yeah? They won't help you if you're gay or black.
Exactly. Yeah. You know, where's the Christianity in that?
Well, exactly. This is what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying. So, yeah.
We better do some of these comments because.
Sorry.
William Salford, one American Indian said, if you place the Holy Bible out in the rain, it will destroy it. Then he said, my God is the rain.
Yeah.
Exactly. While Bill, Christianity is one religion that believes in hell.
Yep.
Only. While Bill, sometimes one agrees to disagree. Yeah, that's the best way to do it. Yeah. No one's right. Nobody. Catherine Murphy, weed, no, cigarettes, not anymore, vapes, yeah. While Bill, Tyrell. Eric Thompson says 100% Ben.
Yeah.
Well, Bill, I am Cherry Oka. I know Ben.
Cherry Oka.
I have known Ben for a good many years now. I apologise, Bill.
I'm not. I'm keeping that it forever.
Don't you dare. He'll blame me forever.
He's a Cherry Oka. Love you, Bill.
Robert says, calm down, cat. Well, Bill, Salvation Army, good. I know the organisation real well. They are horrible. Yeah. Right, we are now on 59.
Wow.
Oh, before we go, Bill says, yeah. Right, well, it's been a good one.
Yeah, it's been a pleasure. Thank you.
Yeah, it was really good. And I'll have to thank everyone that came in to watch us anyway.
Thank everybody for joining us.
Yeah,
thank you. Is it Kath? Was it Catherine or Kat? I don't know. Catherine, thank you for your opinions as well. Like I say, I respect your opinions as well. It's nice to have a debate more than everyone having a slanging match.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
There's a low, by the way.
That's always our intentions.
And then it says, please come back, Ben.
Yeah, Eric, I am back in the paranormal field. I'm here to piss as many people off as normal.
I shall be watching that. It'll be fun.
You're welcome, Wheels.
I'll have to go because we've got to go and we've got an next show. So, good night, everybody, and thank you for joining us.
Everybody.
See you later, guys.
Bye bye.